Dance, dance, dance. Dance, dance, dance. Dance, dance, dance. Dance, dance, dance. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Woo! Up. Uh-oh. Whoa, look at you. Big boy. Running into everything. You drive just like me. Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be giving you a 15-month update on William to let you know how he's been doing and how his behavior is and how his growth is and different things that I was concerned about before. And I'm just gonna give you a formal update because the last time I gave you an actual formal update was whenever he turned 11 months old, so it's been a while. And the biggest reason why I haven't really given much of a formal update is because not a lot is different. A lot of the things have stayed the same. A few things like his behavior and milestones have changed, but for the most part a lot of things are the same. So I gave a little bit of a 12-month update in one of my vlogs. I'll link it down below if I can find it, if I remember which one it was, but I gave like a little bit of an update. It talked about some speech therapy in there, and I'll go into a little bit more detail about that in a little bit. And then I plan on making a whole separate video on our speech therapy experience, so be on the lookout for that. Whenever I film it, I will link that down below as well. Before we get started, I just want to say there are a couple of things that we are not going to talk about today. The first thing we're not going to talk about is the mess behind me, because I'm aware. The second thing we're not going to talk about is my forehead, because I am also aware that I have a gigantic forehead, so we're just going to leave it alone and not mention it because I know. So I've got a list here, so if you see me looking down, that's why. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that we're going to talk about is his sleeping. Now, sleeping really hasn't changed except for his naps. He goes down to bed at around 7 p.m. and sometimes, because he knows how to pull himself up now, sometimes he will stand up on the side of the crib and he'll throw his pacifiers down on the floor, and I'll have to go get them for him and pick them up because he will not go to sleep without his pacifiers. That is something that I'm really upset about, and I really need to work on weaning him, but he is very attached to them, and if he doesn't have them, he'll suck on his fingers. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I haven't, is because I don't want to replace one bad habit with another bad habit. As far as sleeping, he will do that. He will throw them out and then I'll have to go get them, but whenever he does go to sleep, he sleeps through the night, and he typically wakes up between 6:30 and 7 in the morning, which is fine. A lot of people would get kind of mad at that, but it's good. I like to get an early start, and sometimes it's helpful because I do have to get up early in the morning for school, and on the mornings that I don't, a lot of the times he's still pretty tired. So what I'll do is I'll change his diaper and give him a cup of milk, like a sippy cup of his toddler formula that he drinks, because he doesn't really like milk, so I give him toddler formula instead. So I'll give him that, and then I will lay him back down, and if he does go back to sleep, he'll typically sleep until around 8:30 or 9, just another hour. I'm not sure why he wakes up early and then wants to go back to sleep, but it's not all the time, it's just sometimes, like maybe 1 or 2 days out of the week he'll still be tired and want to sleep in a little bit. So his typical nap time during the day, he only takes one nap now, and I usually put him down around 1 right after lunch, and he'll sleep for about 2 to 2.5 hours. So at 2:30 or 3 o'clock he will wake up, and then he'll have a snack, and then the rest of the afternoon he can play, and then it's back down to bed at 7. So as far as his teething goes, he's got 10 teeth. He's got 4 on the bottom and then 6 on top. and he's got the 4 in the front, and then he's got 2 top molars. Those 2 molars took forever to come in, and based on his behavior, they were pretty painful. He was chewing and drooling and just really fussy until they broke through, and then he was fine. And they're still kind of halfway through. They're not all the way grown yet, but as far as comfort goes, he's completely fine. I haven't noticed him cutting any more teeth, so far he just has 10, which at his age I think is a lot, but I'm not really sure on when he's supposed to grow all of his teeth. Based on other friends who have kids around his age, he has more teeth than them, so to me it's a lot. As far as his eating goes, he has the 10 ounces of toddler formula a day. He'll get 5 in the morning whenever he wakes up, and then 5 right before I put him down to bed. It kind of winds him down. And the reason that I give him the toddler formula is because he does not like milk. He hates milk. Anytime I try to give him milk, whether it's regular milk or like a little bit of chocolate put in it, or just a little bit of strawberry put in it, or blend it up with a banana, or soy milk, oat milk, pea milk, I've tried everything. He does not like milk. So I will try to sneak in milk here and there when I can, like in his oatmeal with his breakfast. He really likes oatmeal, and I'll put milk in there. And then he drinks smoothies with me sometimes, and then he'll eat cereal with me and drink the milk off the spoon, I guess because it's sugary, I don't know. But he also likes cheese, and then he'll also get, you know, different calcium from broccoli and other vegetables. I can't think of any off the top of my head right now, but I try to sneak it in where I can. So his doctor is happy with his growth and everything that I've told her about how I try to give him milk. So his doctor's aware, and she says that whatever I'm doing is completely fine, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. And I do try to offer him some milk here and there, but most of the time he just kind of sees it and he'll push it away. He doesn't even want to try it. So I'm still gonna try here and there, but as of right now he hates milk, which I don't really like milk either, so I guess I can't really blame him. So but I do know what's good for him, so I'm still gonna try. Gotta adjust myself. So his first actual meal of the day, I'll give it to him either about 30 to 45 minutes after his morning 5 ounces of milk, or I'll give it to him after he wakes up at 9 if he decides that he wanted to go back to sleep that morning. I'll typically give him like oatmeal or toast or a pancake or a waffle. He doesn't really like eggs, but depending on how I make them, like sometimes he likes scrambled eggs with cheese in there, and sometimes he'll eat it, but most of the time eggs are a no-go. So he'll eat those, he'll eat a fruit, and he'll drink some water with his food. My dog sees a squirrel outside. That's what that random jump was. After breakfast, maybe between 10:30 and 11, he'll have a small snack. I'll give him like half of a banana or maybe half of a breakfast bar. For lunch, around 11:30 or 12, just depending on what time he eats breakfast, I'll give him his lunch, and that will usually consist of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or leftovers from dinner the night before, or some ravioli or chicken nuggets, just whatever. And he'll have a fruit or a vegetable. I give him juice with his lunch. I'll give him some white grape juice, and he likes white grape juice and then white grape with peach. So he likes those 2 kind of juices, and I try to only give it to him once a day because I don't want him to get cavities, and I want him to still drink an appropriate amount of water, but I want to give him something other than just water. And his doctor said that that was totally okay. Just limit it and don't give it to him a whole bunch. So like I said earlier, after his lunch he'll go down for his nap, but whenever he wakes up from his nap, then I will give him his afternoon snack, which will consist of puffs or some more fruit or yogurt covered raisins, just a small little snack because his dinner time is pretty early. I'll give him dinner around 5:30. Most of the time he doesn't eat what we eat for dinner just because we don't eat that early. So I'll give him whatever for dinner, and then I'll offer him more water, and then right before he goes to bed, I will give him another 5 ounces of formula. So let's talk about his behavior really quick, because his behavior is probably going to be my favorite thing to talk about, because he has just got such a great and funny and very, very hard-headed personality. It's very funny. So he is very stubborn. He is a very, very good boy. He is very quiet. He's very well behaved in most situations, but he is stubborn. Like, whenever I've had to baby proof everything. I've got locks on all the cabinets, which of course you're supposed to have. I've got gates up everywhere. I have to keep the doors closed. I have to keep my side table in front of my bedroom door, because that one you can just kind of push open, and he will push it open because he knows that you can do that. So I have to keep that table in front of my door so he doesn't go in my bedroom in the middle of the day. And my poor dogs, I have to pick up their water bowl and their food off the floor when he's awake, because he will put his toys in their water, and then he'll also take a big scoop of their food and put it in their water as well, because he loves to play in water. So I had to keep things out of his reach, and it's very, very difficult, because if he knows that there's something that he can get, he will get it, and he will not stop until he gets what he wants. And another funny thing that he started doing is, if he doesn't get what he wants, or if you take something away, he will lay face down on the floor, like starfish out, or arms and legs out, face down, and he'll go, eh, eh. Like, he grunts, and it is the funniest thing, because he's just so funny. But he doesn't ever really pitch a fit. He just does that, which I'm grateful for, but I know I shouldn't laugh at him, but I laugh at him all the time. He loves to play in water. Like I said, I have to pick up the dog's water bowl every single day. He loves to play in the bathtub. Whenever I run his bath water, he'll stand on the side of the tub and scream. He'll just go, ah, 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 because he's just so excited that the water's flowing. He loves turning on the water faucet whenever I set him up on the bathroom counter to brush his teeth, because he brushes his teeth every night before bed, and he'll reach and turn the water faucet on to put his hand in the water. That's all he wants to do. He just wants to put his hand in it, and then he's fine. Let's see what else. He does so many things, but now that I have to talk about it, I can't think of anything. But he is very social. He gets along with other people and other kids very well. He doesn't cry whenever I leave the room. Like, if I have to get up and go do something and I leave him in the living room where I know he's okay, if I'm just going to go grab something real quick and I don't want him to go with me, then I'll lock the baby gate to the hallway and just go and then grab it and then come back, and he's totally okay. He plays very well independently. He loves to laugh. So he just learned to clap. So he loves playing patty cake, and if you're happy and you know it. So he'll even clap if there's something on TV that he likes, he'll clap for it. And one day whenever I went to get him out of bed after his nap, he clapped whenever I walked in the door, like, yay, you're here. Just, he's so funny. So the very last thing I want to talk about are his milestones. And the 2 biggest milestones that I'm going to talk about are his walking and his talking. He doesn't say much at all. He babbles quite a bit, and he'll imitate like noises that I make, but as far as saying mama or dada or anything, he doesn't say anything. Like, he'll say dad, 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 dad whenever he sees his dad, but it's not just dada. And I guess that still kind of counts. His speech therapist was okay with that, because she knew that was, because he knows that that's dada, but it's not dada. It's like da 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 da. And he will say ba 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 ba, just babbling, like for nothing. Like, he doesn't associate that with an object or with a meaning or anything. He just says that. And if I go, then he will also go. So he does that. And then the other day he started to go k. If I go k, like, he'll make the cuss, like the K sound. He imitates very well. He just doesn't say anything, and I'll go into a lot more detail about that in my speech therapy experience video, which hopefully I'll get to film that tomorrow, but whenever I do, I will link it down below, and I'll put a card up so that you can go to that as well. And for his walking, he doesn't walk on his own. He walks along furniture and he will walk with his little push walker. But if I try to like hold him with my hands, he will not do anything. He will just lift his feet up off the floor because he just does not want to do it. He actually took about 3 steps the other day from his walker to the couch, and I just so happened to look over to see when he did it, and I was so amazed. At that moment I was like, oh my gosh, he's gonna start walking, this is it, this is the day. And ever since then he has not taken another step by himself. So I'm a little sad, but I know it's gonna come because he's getting a lot more fast when he does walk with his push walker. He's almost running, and he'll actually stand up on me and use me as a balance and push me and walk with me, but just holding on to my legs. He'll hold on to my pants and walk with me that way, but as far as walking on his own, he just won't let go. I know he can do it because he'll stand for a little bit on his own without holding on to anything. He just will not take a step. So he's almost there, and I am rooting for him, and I am so ready for him to take that first step on his own, or his next first step on his own. So I think that's everything. I think I've covered everything that I wanted to cover, and it has been a long day, so I'm sorry if I just kind of babbled or if something that I said didn't make any sense. I'll try to edit it the best that I can, but y'all know me, I'm just kind of like, whoa. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you are not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!